my name is Raven Marie, and I am a co-facilitator here at Awaken Your Soul. I am someone who also has had the privilege of being able to work with the plant medicine Iboga quite thoroughly. I've just reached my 1 year mark of working with the medicine a few months ago, so I'm still very new to this whole world, and yet um, my shift, my change, my growth has been incredibly profound. So I want to share with you a couple of ways in which Iboga has impacted my life. So the first thing that I want to share with you was a beautiful realization of a health issue that I had, and yet I was unaware of. So this happened during a Iboga journey, an Iboga ceremony. I was being journeyed by Amber, our mama of the property. I was being journeyed by Amber, and I was in my body, and I was basically doing like a body scan of my body, and Iboga showed me that I had a tumor or tumors that were growing in my body, and I was incredibly taken aback. And I knew that although Iboga can be hypothetical in teachings, I knew that that was a very clear telltale piece of information that I was meant to follow up on. And so I did follow up on it, and it turned out that yes, I did have two tumors. I had two fibroid tumors that were sitting in my uterus, and one was substantially larger than the other. Other than that, I wasn't quite certain the severity or how that would affect my body. Um, the only thing that I did know is that it was time for me to immediately go in and begin working on the emotional, energetic aspects of myself that had created this sickness, this dis-ease that was happening within my body. And so Iboga was very instrumental in walking and helping me to walk back and really do a lot of forgiveness work. My fibroids are very synonymous with nursing old wounds from previous partners. Really a blow to the feminine ego. So I had a lot of broken relationships, to say the least, and there was a lot of pain there, and there were things that I had not acknowledged, and they were beginning to affect my body. And so I immediately dug deep into the healing work of forgiveness of partners, but also forgiveness of myself. We tend to think that forgiveness is an outside thing most times, and yes, it is about forgiving another being, but in truth, forgiveness is definitely more so about us. It's about the relationship that we have with ourselves. It's really about tuning in and saying, you know what, it is okay that I have found my space here, myself here. It is okay that this is my experience. It is okay that this has affected me in X, Y, and Z, and I can still heal and move forward and love myself regardless. And so Iboga also instructed me to move into a more solid plant-based diet, and I did honor that, and my energy skyrocketed. I really got my energy back. I was low on energy. I was very tired. I couldn't do the things that I enjoyed doing. I was just really in a not so great space, and I did over time begin to see the shift. And most recently, I actually went back to the doctor, and I was giving a beautiful prognosis that the tumors were nowhere near as what we thought they would be, and that my ability to have children was very much intact. And I 100 wholeheartedly believe that Iboga had a massive part in that shift and that healing. And so I'm incredibly thankful for that. And, you know, I'm thankful for the realization, because had I not have known, that would have continued to grow within me. That would have continued to affect me. It would have continued to essentially hold me down energetically. So it's amazing to be free of that. One of the other ways in which Iboga has helped me is that, you know, I had a lot of limiting beliefs about myself. I had a lot of limiting beliefs about who I was, what I could accomplish, how I could contribute to the world, what I was really worthy of. I had a lot of limiting beliefs, and I had no idea that these beliefs were affecting me beyond just the belief. It was affecting me in a way of which I engaged with other beings because of these beliefs. It was affecting me in ways that I was incredibly unaware of. We develop a lot of coping mechanisms and survival tactics in order to receive love, to be seen as worthy, to be deemed fit of love, of care, of nurturance. And my childhood was, although filled with love, there was a lot of sadness, trauma, and a lot of love was withheld from me, a lot. And so I grew up into the space of an adult as doing a lot of things for love, and a lot of things that I was doing for love were absolutely out of alignment with my highest truth, with my highest self. And I was moving from a space of lack, and I was moving from a space of believing that I did not deserve. And so Iboga really helped me to put a big, huge highlight on how I was maneuvering through my life. It was showing me, hey, look, this is how you were moving, and this is why you're moving that way. And it was incredibly daunting to me because so many of my habits and my actions and my personality was built around trauma. It was built around unworthiness. It was built around a lack of love. And because it had been so much a part of me for all of my life, I was identifying all these habits and all of these ways of being as me. And so, we call Iboga the greatest hunter for the truth. And the truth is, truth is truth is in the eye of the person who is perceiving that truth. And so my truth is completely different from someone else's truth. But for a very long time, I was living the truths of others. I was living the truths of my family. I was living the truths of my friends. I was living the truths of every limitation that was ever placed upon me. I was living the truths of every judgment that was ever placed upon me. I was living truths that were not my truths. And so Iboga has helped me to discover my truth. It has helped me to discover Raven, who I am, and how I get to move through life. It has been incredibly healing. It has been um, absolute a roller coaster as well, because as you change and as you grow, things that once felt good won't feel good. And so if we are so heavily identified with these things, it can be very challenging to let go. And it has been challenging to let go of some things, but the more I let go, the more I am open, the more I am healed, the more I am transformed, the more I am renewed. And so I'm super thankful that I have been blessed to not find Iboga, because I don't believe that we find Iboga. I believe that Iboga finds us. And so I feel very thankful that Iboga has not only found me, but has chosen me to be someone who helps to hold space for this sacred medicine. Working here and being a part of the Awaken Your Soul family has been one of the biggest shifts and growing experiences of my life. I have been able to not only witness and experience my own miracles of healing, but I've been able to hold space for others while they experience and witness their own healings. And so it is a full circle of love and healing and safety and so many good things that happen here. If you're someone who has arrived at the space where you're having a lot of questions about your life, you are recognizing that habits, mindsets, belief systems are tarnishing your growth. If you are recognizing that no matter where you are doing, there still seems to be something that is leaving you stuck. If you are someone who is dealing with health issues, chronic issues, if you are someone who is just really ready to expand and really step into your power, then this medicine could possibly be for you. It is not for everyone, but it is for everyone. And so if you have found my video, if you have found Awaken Your Soul, consider that your calling. Consider this your calling from the medicine, that this is something that could very much so help you to shift, to grow, to heal, and to be able to move through this world from a space of knowingness of the self, of clarity within your mind, an open heart, and really feeling grounded. Iboga is a very grounding medicine, and I was very flighty for a very long time. And so it's beautiful to be in my body and to connect with my body, to connect with the earth and to hear the earth. But most importantly, it's great to hear me. So thank you so much for hearing me. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope that in some way this inspires you to start your own journey, and I hope to see you here soon at Awaken Your Soul. So thank you.